Hello students, welcome to the world of biology. In the previous video, you have seen about the transport of food and minerals in plants. In that video, we had seen that through the vascular system or the conducting system, the xylem and the phloem are transporting the water and the food to many parts of the plant. The xylem tissues are taking the water from the root and transporting it to other parts of the plant. The phloem tissues are taking the food from the leaves and transporting the food to other parts of the plants. We had seen that how the absorption of water is taking place in the root hair, and they are transporting through cell to cell transport or long distance transport, that is from the plant body or ascent of sap to the upward movement through xylem vessels. And we had seen that there are certain adaptations in root hair consisting of the semi-permeable membrane, the cell sap, the large surface area, so that it can absorb the water in higher quantity. We had seen one of the activities of absorption of water through roots. In this video, we are going to study about the methods of absorption, that is the diffusion and the osmosis. The diffusion is the movement of molecules from higher concentration to the lower concentration of without using any energy, any chemical energy or biological energy. Diffusion generally depends upon the concentration gradient, that is from higher concentration to lower concentration, and permeability of the plasma membrane. Now the word permeability is related to the semi-permeable membrane, whether the membrane is permitting the macromolecules or the bigger solid molecules, the gases as well as the liquid. For this we have to see one activity. Here we have to take some water in a beaker and we have to insert inside a cube of sugar, that is the solidified sugar. Then if we will keep this sugar cube for some time, we will see that the size of the sugar cube is decreased as some of the sugar is mixed in the water. Then after some time, the sugar cube is totally mixed with this water. This shows that the sugar has the higher concentration and the water has the lower concentration. So the sugar is mixed properly in the water. Now we will talk about the process of osmosis, the movement of solvent molecules, that is water, from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. So for this we can take an easy example of the tissue paper and we can keep it in the sieve or in any of the sieve where we are filtering the tea, and if we are filtering the tea through this paper, then we can see that water is taken out, means water is filtered, and the remaining residue, that is the tea, is left in the paper. Okay, so this process is showing that when the water is absorbed through the roots, only the solvent molecules along with very micro molecules are entered inside the plant and which are very helpful, and the rest of the part is remaining outside the soil. Okay, now for this we have another activity, that is demonstration of osmosis using the potato osmoscope. As you can see in the pictures, the potato is taken and inside that a hole is made, and that potato we have to cut a proper base so that it can be properly maintained, and it is inserted or introduced in a beaker where the normal distilled water is kept. Inside that we have to put the potato, and in that hole we have to put the sugar syrup so that the concentration of sugar syrup is more than the concentration of water. Then we have to put a pin till where we have taken the sugar syrup inside the potato hole, and then after some time we can see that the water level inside the potato, or the sugar level inside the potato, is increased. Now this process take place near about 2 hours because the process is very slow. Now we find that the level of sugar solution is increased in the potato cavity, and we come to the conclusion that this process, the movement of water molecules from the beaker into the sugar solution across the selectively permeable membrane, is called osmosis. Now one more process, that is the active transport, we will see in this video. That is the transport of molecules and ions against the concentration gradient by using the energy is called the active transport. Now what is exactly active transport? Through this figure, which is the ls of the root hair is taking the water from the soil particles are giving present there near the root hair, and from there the root is taking the water. It is going towards the epidermis. The cortex cells are the cortical cells are present, the endodermis is present, the pericycle is present, phloem, and then the xylem is present. When the roots are taking the water from the soil, they are shifting this water from cell to cell towards the xylem vessels, as you can see in the picture. This is called as cell to cell transport from one cell to another through the process of osmosis till it reaches to the xylem vessels, and then after that the conduction of the water through the ascent of sap. Now the leaves are consisting of the ascent of sap, that is the upward movement of water and minerals through the stem by the leaves is called as ascent of sap, and this sap is consisting of the minerals and water, and this sap is then taking up the water through these roots, and the xylem vessels start transporting the water from one tissues to another, or from one part to another part of the plant. This type of transport of water from the roots towards the cortex and towards the xylem vessels, and from xylem vessels towards the other parts of the plant, is called as active transport. We have seen that diffusion is a passive transport, as it does not need any energy, but here in active transport it needs the energy to take the water from away from the gravitational force, and it is difficult to take the water to the upward direction, and it needs some energy. That is why this type of transport of water is called as active transport. Children, today we have seen the three important processes, that is the diffusion, where the gases, the solvents, and the solid particles can transport from one part, that is from soil, inside the plant through the roots by the process of diffusion, and the process of osmosis shows that the smallest molecules or very minute molecules along with the solvent molecules are passing through the semi-permeable membrane which is present in the roots, and the osmosis plays through the higher concentration to the lower concentration. Then we have seen the third step, that is the active transport, where the energy is needed. Movement of water through the cell to cell transport takes place, and the conduction of water or ascent of sap, that is from roots to leaves, when the water and the minerals are transported. This process is also an important process. So these three processes I hope you understood, and you have to solve the questions based on this topic. I hope you all have understood. the topics very well. Thank you very much for listening to the video. All the best.